Before we begin, take a moment to do something powerful. If you feel like this message is already stirring something inside your heart, don't scroll away. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. This space was created for people like you, souls searching for truth, strength, and divine purpose. Let's grow together in faith and revelation. Your journey is just beginning. You thought this was just another video, just another moment passing by in your day. But what if I told you that this exact moment was already written into your story, long before your eyes even opened this morning? It wasn't the algorithm, it wasn't coincidence, it was divine orchestration. God's hand brought you here, not to entertain you, not to distract you, but because something supernatural is about to be unlocked in your life. Chains must be broken, doors must be opened, promises that have been delayed are about to be activated. You've felt forgotten, you've doubted, you've wondered if what was once promised was simply a dream or a mistake. You've allowed the weight of time and the voices of others to convince you that maybe there's nothing left for you. But God says, "My word hasn't changed. What I spoke over your life, over your home, over your future, still stands. Time didn't erase it, delay didn't cancel it, unbelief didn't revoke it. You are not here by accident. This is your appointed moment. And this message is not just for your ears, it's for your soul. Stay, don't skip, don't scroll, because what's about to be revealed could shift everything." You've walked through battles that no one else knows about. You've cried silently in the middle of the night, praying while the world around you slept peacefully, unaware of the storms you were enduring. You carried burdens too heavy for one soul, yet you kept going. You put a smile on your face while your heart was breaking. And the world, it kept spinning, unaware of your silent suffering. They didn't see the desert seasons. They didn't feel the weight on your chest when you had to get up and keep going without strength. They didn't hear the broken prayers, whispered like desperate breaths when no one else was around. But heaven did. God saw it all. Every moment, every breakdown, every time you wanted to give up, but chose to hold on, even if it was by a thread of faith. While you felt invisible to people, you were never invisible to God. In fact, you were never more seen than in your weakest moments. You were never truly alone in those battles. When no one else clapped for your courage, God honored your persistence. When you didn't even know what to pray, He listened to your heart's silent cries. When your legs trembled, but you kept walking, He called it faith. You've been through things that would have crushed others, but you endured. You've carried families, held together situations that were falling apart, and kept being the strong one, even when your soul was begging for rest. While others demanded more from you, you only wished for one thing: a moment to breathe, a reason to believe, a sign that God hadn't forgotten you. And here it is. This is the sign. God never missed a single detail. He saw the nights you ended with your head down, your heart conflicted, wondering why it felt like the world kept moving forward while you were just surviving. But through it all, He was with you. He didn't come today just to comfort you. He came to remind you of what's yours. He came to awaken everything in you that was asleep, crushed, silenced. The pain didn't disqualify you. The suffering didn't delay His plan. It refined you for it. Every tear was a seed, and every seed sown in pain is about to return multiplied in grace.
It hurt, didn't it? The silence, the doors that closed, the people who walked away, the places you were not invited to, the moments when you were left out, overlooked, or underestimated. You tried to fit in, tried to be enough, tried to please, only to find yourself misunderstood, pushed aside, or forgotten. That kind of rejection cuts deep. It makes you question your worth, your value, your place in this world. But here's the truth you were never told. You weren't rejected. You were set apart. God didn't allow certain things to work out, not because you weren't good enough, but because you were chosen for something greater. The reason you never fit in is because you were never meant to. The reason you felt different is because you carry a divine assignment that doesn't blend with the crowd. The ones God calls, He isolates, not to punish them, but to prepare them. You see, diamonds are not formed in comfort. Oil doesn't flow without crushing. Anointing doesn't come without separation. Elevation always begins with isolation. That season of being left out was actually a sacred season of being drawn into God's presence, into divine alignment, into purpose. While you were grieving lost connections, heaven was aligning divine ones. While you were asking, "Why did they leave me?" God was whispering, "I'm making room for what's truly yours." The truth is, if you had been accepted by them, you might have missed what God had for you. If those doors had opened, you may have stepped into rooms that diluted your calling. If those people had stayed, they would have kept you from growing. God never meant for you to blend in. He called you to stand out, to walk in authority, to carry His light in dark places. So yes, the rejection hurt. But now you know it was divine protection. Because you weren't born to be part of the noise. You were born to carry a message. You weren't born to walk the common path. You were chosen to forge a new one, guided by heaven. The isolation was never meant to destroy you. It was preparing you for visibility. The rejection wasn't the end of your story. It was the beginning of your rise.
You've always felt it, that subtle, undeniable pull towards something greater. Even when the world tried to dim your light, there was still a flicker inside you that refused to go out. And now, it's time to understand why. You were born to be a light in the darkness. Not everyone can carry light. Light attracts attention. Light exposes hidden things. Light makes people uncomfortable, especially those who have grown used to the dark. That's why you faced so much opposition, so many silent battles, and a strange tension with people who couldn't explain their unease around you. But what they didn't see, what even you didn't always understand, is that the light you carry is not of this world. It is spiritual. It is sacred. It comes from being marked by God. You are not just another soul wandering aimlessly. You are a beacon chosen to shine in places others have avoided. Where there is confusion, you bring clarity. Where there is hopelessness, you bring peace. Where others retreat, you are sent. And it hasn't been easy, has it? Because carrying the light means walking through the valley first. It means being refined by fire. It means being misunderstood, misjudged, and even mocked. But through it all, God was shaping you, equipping you, breaking you, not to hurt you, but to build something stronger within you. This is why you've been through storms others couldn't survive. This is why you've had to fight silent battles with no applause and no recognition. This is why you couldn't give up, even when giving up seemed easier. Because your light isn't just for you. It's for everyone connected to your destiny. You were never meant to fit the mold. You were created to break it. You were never meant to follow. You were born to lead. You were never meant to fade. You were chosen to shine. And here's the most beautiful truth. The darker the night, the brighter your light will shine. In a world overwhelmed by confusion, fear, and despair, your presence becomes a reminder that hope still exists, that love still heals, that faith still moves mountains. So don't hide, don't shrink, Don't doubt. Stand, shine, speak, be. Because when God placed His light inside you, He knew the world would need it now more than ever.